And back again just quickly, had a bit of a brainwave. The hedges and tree stumps and various other terrain pieces. The company itself is called The Last Valley and not The Scene. Just wanted to make sure that I got it right, because I must admit his stuff is really lovely, and just wanted to give the guy the right credit. So if you ever see him at the any of the shows in the UK, then do please pay him a visit, because his stuff is well worth buying. I'll get back to you soon. Bye for now. Hi folks, I'd just put together a quick catch up on what's been going on the painting bench, and I've been working away on my Austrians. This is the limb team that I bought from the Perry's miniatures. Yeah, great fun. I thought I'd go just a bit more in depth into the basing of this one, because primarily it's going to be used for my DBN. But it's always nice to have a limb teams mixed up in your armies. It just looks right on the table, really, to be honest. Yeah, great fun, this one. Added balls and a road and a sign, and came up with the idea of calling this one I think we might be lost, as the guy's sort of looking over his shoulder at the signpost. I'm wondering where the hell he is. Yeah, great fun. Really enjoyed painting this one up. As I say, this is a Perry Miniatures box set, so yeah, great fun. Really enjoyed that one. See if I can get a little bit closer. There you go, it's about as close as I can go before the focus starts playing around. Yeah, good fun. Really enjoyed doing that one. As I say, I've been plugging away with the Austrians, so next up is the Austrian Jaegers, and again, because this is representing a skirmish unit or a light infantry unit, and there's not that many figures on the actual base itself, so again you can mess around with the terrain or the diorama, and so I came up with the idea of them sort of making their way down a road, and the hedges and the tree stumps are from, I believe, the Scene, which only ever see the guy on the roundabout on the shows. He doesn't have a website, unfortunately. I think he's just happy doing his own thing, really, so it's all good. I mean, he does make some fabulous buildings, walls and stuff like that. He's not just sort of hedges and trees. He does an awful lot of stuff. If you ever catch him on a show, he's well worth having a look at what he's got for sale. So yeah, that's the Jaegers. That's the first 6 that I got for the set that I bought in back in Feb, and so the other 6 I've based individually for skirmish games, or in particular a game that I'm actually working on at the moment, which is called In the Thick of It, which is a sort of a skirmish game, or slightly bigger, and so you end up with 6. The other 6 unit guys, and these are very fun to paint as well. Perry's, always good sculpts, always very animated. I just like the way they just add a little bit more character to their figures. Nothing wrong with just marching figures, but when it comes to skirmishes and things like that, it's always good to have some form of fluidity and movement. So yeah, that was the Jaegers. They're out of the way, and last but not least, finished base, and these are the first regiment of Uhlans. Amazing colours. I'll say it again, it's really odd how the Austrians cavalry is just, see if I can get a bit closer, so colourful compared to their infantry, which in greys and whites, a little bit of blue trousers for the Hungarian. But yeah, I mean, their cavalry uniforms are absolutely spectacular. Again, these are Perry's. nice set, I must admit. Really nice, great fun to paint because there's just so much colour in there. Pendants I made myself, just out of paper and folded while they're drying with the PVA in the centre, so they remain really furled and curled. And yeah, just so much colour, great fun, really good fun to paint. Next up on the painting bench will be the cuirass, Austrian cuirass. So yeah, looking forward to doing those. Those guys are really nice. Also, I'm going to be working on I'm actually working on a painting in depth of an actual single figure. He's going to be an officer for the Austrian Grens, so I'm going to paint him up, but quite slowly because I'm having to film individual parts, and so I'm going to put the whole video together. Hopefully that'll give a much more in-depth, much more close-up way of how I paint my figures, because I've had the odd request to do something a little bit more than just show the finished results. And also going to do one for a cavalry figure as well, which I'm going to do one of the Austrian Hussars, probably the officer. Again, much more in depth, so show the process that I go through the painting. That's pretty much it for an update. Hope you've enjoyed looking at the Austrians as the ranks grow slowly but surely. And as always, thanks for watching and taking the time. Any questions, leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. And as always, bye for now.